Thursday, but got it back at midday yesterday and goes from strength to strength. And they're running in the Food Brokers Finesse 4-year-old hurdle. And Sayyure it is who goes off in front, and that's a surprise. I think most would expect the pipe runner to go off in front, but Sayyure, most of whose successes have been over 2.5 miles. Lucky Verdict, however, an exception to the general rule of pipe horses, because this one does like to come from behind, trained by John Hills on the flat. And in fact, when he went off in front the first time he ran, he got beaten. Since then, both of his successes have been from ridden off the pace. But it's Sayyure who leads as they come down to the second of the 8 flights, tracked by Spring Hay, the horse with the best platform here. Lucky Verdict is third and Northants is fourth. This is the second. Sayyure flicks over it. Slightly awkward jump there by Northants in fourth place. And Lucky Verdict lobbing along in third for Peter Scudamore as they swing in front of the stands. Any one of these a possible leading Daily Express Triumph hurdle contender. And Sayyure, who's on such a high roll at present, in terrific form, was a maiden on the flat, but won 4 times already over hurdles, but 3 of those 4 successes have been over 2.5 miles. In second is Spring Hay, awaiting his first success over hurdles, but a high-class horse in the flat, was second to Old Vic in the Sandown Classic trial. Third is Lucky Verdict, taking just a nice grip for Peter Scudamore, and last of the 4 is Northants. This is the third flight. There are 3 hurdles in fairly quick succession on the far side. Sayyure jumps it in front of Spring Hay, Lucky Verdict and Northants. Facing up to the 4th, Sayyure representing the Northern stable of Nigel Tinkler, enjoying such a terrific season. So they jump the 4th, Sayyure. Lucky Verdict on the outside of Spring Hay. Spring Hay a disappointment in his first run over hurdles, a race at Newbury, the form of which hasn't worked out particularly well, but expected to pick up on this. And he represents the stable of Highland Bud, who won this last year. This is the 5th. Sayyure, Lucky Verdict. On the inside, Spring Hay, last of the 4, Northants. Only 3 hurdles left to jump, but nearly a mile left to race. And no cards thrown down on the table yet. Sayyure still. Lucky Verdict on the outside of the grey Spring Hay. And Declan Murphy covering the other 3. All jumping well enough, but nothing jumping better than the leader, Sayyure. Sayyure, Spring Hay, Northants was switching on the outside of the grey horse. On the outside of the grey horse is Lucky Verdict as they climb the hill. And there's a long run down to the second last. Just about 5 furlongs left to run and 2 flights of hurdles left to jump. Sayyure, Lucky Verdict in the colours of Richard Green Fine Arts. Spring Hay from the Highland Bud stable, and last of the 4, Northants. And now the pace is really quickening as they come down the hill. Sayyure, Peter Scudamore looking really comfortable on Lucky Verdict. Spring Hay's in third. Last of the 4 is Northants. But still quite long as they come to the second last there. Sayyure over that, Lucky Verdict over in second, Spring Hay is third, and Northants last of the 4, and a long run to the final flight as they race down the hill. Sayyure pressed now by Lucky Verdict. Spring Hay's in third. Northants just starting to lose touch with just 3 furlongs left to run and 1 flight left to jump. And Nigel Tinkler's runner holds the lead still, but pressed now by the Martin Pipe horse on the inside. Here comes Lucky Verdict on the inside to challenge Sayyure. Spring Hay is still close enough, if good enough, if he can use his flat race speed as they come down to the last flight of hurdles in the Food Brokers Finesse. And Lucky Verdict's going to rise first. Lucky Verdict from Sayyure, and Spring Hay's down at the last. And Northants jumps it very crooked on the run in. Here comes Sayyure with a terrific challenge on the run in. Sayyure coming back on the stand side to win this for the North. Sayyure strides up the hill past Lucky Verdict. Sayyure by 2 lengths as they come to the line. Sayyure springs a surprise in the Food Breakers Finesse hurdle. Sayyure wins it from Lucky Verdict second. The only other finisher is Northants. So the result of the first at Cheltenham today: number 2, Sayyure, the winner, owned by Mr. Brian Lovery and Raymond Gumstall in partnership, trained by Nigel Tinkler, his 38th success of the season, and ridden by Graham McCord, number 2 in the list. Second, number 3, Lucky Verdict, owned by Richard Green Fine Paintings, trained by Martin Pipe and ridden by Peter Scudamore. Northants was the only one.